first of all, I don't think that my career is aspirational. There are many others out there who've done, much better, bigger, and more impactful things. I consider myself lucky to have got a break to be part of Tata Institute of Social Sciences. Then the first of the milestones certainly has to be my uh, admit into TIS, where I consider myself really lucky, and I benefited from learning with 30 other bright minds in TIS, all of whom came from different parts of the country, very deep, very, very thorough professionals, and now deep experts in the area of HR. So the cohort really helped me. The faculty at TISS was something that is a group of people that I really, really feel gratitude for forever in my life. I owe them a debt of gratitude. I was also lucky at TIS. I got a chance to be part of the union, the Students' Union at TIS, which is a union comprising of all the different programs at TISS. And that was actually putting into practice what you learned in theory. Because, in HR back in the days in PM and IR, you'd learn about how do you deal with unions, how do you work with them. And here you are actually part of a union. So you know how you are on both sides of the table. So that was the first milestone. After TIS, Ranjit, I was lucky to get a break with Nokia, which is a mobile phone manufacturer. Now, the Nokia then is not the Nokia today, because back in 2007, Nokia had as much as 73% market share. So 1.5 billion customers were using Nokia phones across the world. Now, to be part of a company like that is a huge learning opportunity and a responsibility as well. So Nokia was growing at a very fast pace. You were part of that growth. I was lucky to be considered a part of the graduate program, so global graduate program, and I worked with five other graduates into the Nokia learning program. Within a year's time, I got a chance to go to Dubai, and that I think was the first significant milestone in my professional journey. Because the moment you go to Dubai, you're a 23-year-old young person going into a different country with a very different culture, very different background. So this was way back in 2008. My leader, Shubhankar Roy Chaudhary, gave me that opportunity to become a part of Nokia's business in Saudi. So that experience really taught me a lot very early in my career of navigating relationships with people, getting your work accomplished by working with a varied range of nationalities. Because in Saudi back in the days, we had people from Lebanon, Egypt, we had a lot of Indians, Pakistanis, we had colleagues from Syria, Jordan. So all the countries in Middle East, and each country has a different history, which then contributes to the people's experiences in that country. I decided to join Nokia thinking I'll retire from Nokia. My grandfather worked for the railways, started with the railways, retired with the railways. My dad worked with 3 companies or 4 companies in his career. So I also had dreams to work with one company, throughout, and Nokia was treating me really well. But the personal need got me out of my first job, which is Nokia. I decided to go to Deutsche Bank, the KPO of the bank, so not the front office, but the back office of the bank. And in a KPO, cost arbitrage is one of the key factors that gets the work, into any low cost region. So that factor means also that the kind of work that you do is of a certain nature because you want to keep your cost base low. So I really felt that I had done a little more research before joining Deutsche Bank. Although the people that I worked with were phenomenal leaders, got to learn a lot from a FMCD, fast moving consumer durables, into a banking industry was a big shift. But somehow I felt very quickly that maybe this is not the place where I'm able to really contribute a lot of value. I had some really good leaders who understood me and supported me all the way through, gave me a team management relation, reporting, expanded my role. But somehow I did not feel that this place is somewhere I could contribute enough. So that's when GE happened, General Electric. So from a FMCD to banking into oil and gas, industrial space. By this time I was married. I got promoted in GE as well. Around the same time, both things happened. And I moved to Bangalore with GE Aviation. For the second time in my career, I had to make a decision to come back to my family who were in Mumbai. At that time, my wife was working with Pfizer. I was lucky that I got a chance to work with Danaher. Achyutan Royce, two of the senior leaders at Danaher, gave me a chance to work with this wonderful company. Started off my journey in a business partner role, did that for a couple of years, then moved into a leadership development role, a COE role, as one would call it. That really challenged me outside my comfort zone because by this time, having worked with people, the business partnering side of things possibly looked easier for me as compared to going into a COE where You need to have more structure, long-term thinking, project planning. Those kind of skill sets are more relevant there. Give me a lot of insights about how leading change works, from an HR perspective. A lot of times people say HR is a strategic business partner, not a business partner. But really, we could experience that here through this role in Danaher, which helped me a lot to learn and contribute to the business in some small way, getting the best talent, retaining them, engaging them, and helping them to grow and helping them to realize their potential. 3 months, like a few months back, I moved to Cepheid, which is part of the diagnostics platform of Danaher. In my 8th year with the company, I feel extremely grateful to have been part of this wonderful journey with Danaher. So I think that variety gave me the opportunity to really keep expanding my skill sets, learn new things, contribute in small ways, and add value to myself while adding value to the business, which I think is a key. In anything that you do, if you're not adding value, it will not last for too long. You have to keep adding value all the time if you have to go in the long term. So that's the feeling that I have come to believe in as I look at my journey so far.